So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. So this time I promised you that I would bring you a Horakhty deck profile where I actually go through and show you why I'm doing all the shit that I'm doing. So I'll actually walk you through the process. But I want to mention the fact that what this deck runs off of are two main cards. The card that I have face down, Chain Material, and the card that I have in my hand, Fusion Gate. Both of these cards combined with their effects, which I'll go through, is actually going to be what wins you the duel. And it was actually kind of fun to do this double duel with this random guy that I got online with. Like he doesn't know who I am, the other people don't know who I am, but when they finally figured out what I was trying to do, none of them believed that I was actually going to be able to do it. And then it completely blew their mind when they actually saw me summon Horakhty, and in one turn completely wiped them out. But so yeah, here I go. So Fusion Gate, its effect is essentially instead of fusing the monsters together with polymerization, you remove them from play, which is really good. And Chain Material's effect is if I'm going to perform a fusion summoning, you know, using Fusion Gate's effect, I can do the materials either from my hand, from my deck, from my graveyard, or from the field. So it can be from any of those places. It doesn't just have to be from the hand or the field like normal Fusion Gate. It can be from any of those places, which makes it really nice to be able to pick it from wherever I want to go. So the first monster that I'm actually going to summon, and I'm going to summon two of them, is Karbonala Warrior. The only reason why I have him in my deck is because he's level 4 to bring out this guy. That is Lavalval Chain. XYZ summon him. And you're going to use his first effect. Send one card from your deck to the graveyard. The card that you're always going to send every round is going to be one of the Egyptian gods. And then you're going to need to recycle Lavalval Chain, right? In order to use his effect next turn. Well, that's where this guy comes in handy. Because he meets one of the fusion material requirements. Because Lavalval Chain is hot. He's red fire. So yeah, Nova Master is where you're going to do it. You're going to grab one of the elemental heroes that's in your deck. It could be one of the elemental hero Bubbleman or one of the elemental hero Prismas. And then the fire monster that you're going to always choose is Lavalval Chain. That way you can put him in the remove from play pile and recycle him later on. Then, that's the whole point of Nova Master. Otherwise he's inert. He's dead. Then you're going to remove from play Nova Master and one of the Karbonala Warriors in your grave to bring out Elemental Hero Gaia. You have to recycle the Karbonala Warriors every time, so you might as well do it by using them as a fusion material for the Elemental Hero Gaia. And then for the first Elemental Hero Gaia that I just summoned, the Elemental Hero monster that will work as his fusion requirement is going to be Nova Master. However, the second Elemental Hero Gaia, which you will see in a little bit, that I'm going to summon, the second Earth monster that's going to be used for his is going to be the second Karbonala Warrior. But then you're like, what's the elemental hero monster? Well, it doesn't matter. You can use, as long as you have one Bubbleman left to summon Electrum in the end, then you can use either a Bubbleman or one of the elemental hero Prismas. That's the whole point. And then after you summon the second elemental hero guy, the whole reason why I have this guy in his deck is not for his effect. It's because he's level 6. I need 2 level 6s in order to XYZ summon this guy, Constellar Ptolemy. The whole reason why this guy is like a freaking $20 card, or actually I think it's only like 12 bucks, is because of his effect. What you will do every time is you will detach an XYZ material monster to bring that Egyptian god that you just sent to the grave with Lavalval Chain's effect to your hand every single time. That's ditching an elemental hero Gaia monster to the grave, which means you'll have one still on the field and one Gaia in the grave. So in order to recycle Constellar Ptolemy and the Gaia, because you'll have to do that, you're going to summon this guy, Elemental Hero the Shining. How will you summon Elemental Hero the Shining? Well, you're going to do it because the elemental hero monster that you'll remove from play is the Gaia in the grave that you detached. The light monster is always going to be Constellar Ptolemy. If you want to use it next round to bring another Egyptian god to your hand, to keep on doing this process, you're going to have to recycle Ptolemy and both Gaias. So you're like, well, how do I recycle the second Gaia? Well, that's the reason why I have Shining on the field and the second Gaia in the grave. Is really Elemental Hero the Shining, his effect does absolutely nothing for you. But there's another card that I've got in the deck that's going to be able to help me out with that. And that's Vision Hero Adoration. So what his effect is, well, his effect doesn't matter. It's the fact that he requires two hero monsters to fusion summon him. So I'm going to recycle Elemental Heroes, the Shining. That way I can use his fusion requirements next turn, along with the remaining Elemental Hero Gaia monster that's in the grave. Bring out this guy. Now, I also want to recycle Vision Hero Adoration, so that way I can use his ability to recycle Elemental Hero the Shining and Gaia next turn. So every single time I say the word recycle, what I'm talking about is putting as much crap, as many of the monsters that I need to do this cycle, in the remove from play pile. I need to put as many of them in that remove from play pile because I'm going to recycle them with Elemental Hero Electrum, which he takes everything from the remove from play pile and puts them back into your deck. So I need Vision Hero Adoration to recycle 2 hero monsters. He's the best guy for the job. And then to recycle Vision Hero Adoration, I'm going to be using one of my Elemental Hero friends that uses a dark monster as a fusion requirement. And that is, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Elemental Hero Escuridao or something like that. So yeah, the Elemental Hero monster that you're going to use for his fusion requirement is going to be the last Elemental Hero monster in your deck, which is probably going to be an Elemental Hero Prisma. The dark monster is always going to be Vision Hero Adoration. So you should have no monsters in your grave at this point, really, because they should have already been all used up. Now you're going to have Escuridao left on the field during the first round, and then you're going to bring out this guy, Elemental Hero Electrum. This is the main guy. This is the sole purpose of this deck right here. He is going to recycle every single card that's in your remove from play pile, put it back where it belongs in the deck, and back into your extra deck. That's also very important. Back into your extra deck. That way you can summon it again for round 2. Now, you need to recycle Elemental Hero Electrum and Elemental Hero Escu. I'm just going to call him Escu. How about that? So what you can do is, first of all, because I've got 3 monsters on the field, what you can do is you can tribute. Always try to tribute summon your Egyptian gods ASAP, because you can always just remove from play the monsters in your grave for fusion requirements using chain material. So Elemental Hero Electrum, he's going to get recycled. You run 3 Elemental Hero Electrums in your extra deck. Why? Because you're going to have a couple, you might have a couple Electrums in your grave, but that third one that brings it out, once you've removed them, put them in the remove from play pile, you're going to be able to recycle those other 2 Electrums with your third Electrum. And it also gives you a lot of leeway just in case if you mess up this cycle. So as you can see, he's going to put all that shit back. And then I'm going to summon the first Egyptian god, Obelisk. So the reason why I'm showing you again, remember that chain material can use fusion materials from the grave as well as the deck, hand, or field. So that's the reason why I was able to put Electrum and Escu into the grave. Because next turn when I use them, I can use them as Elemental Hero Fusion materials for stuff like Gaia or Nova Master. You want to put them into the remove from play pile as soon as possible. That way you don't forget about them, because you need to recycle them to do this process over and over again. So in my opinion, really, I don't need to go through it again, like showing you any of the pictures until I get to Gem-Knight Serpahinite. So summon the 2 guys, yeah, go into Lavalval Chain, send another Egyptian god to the grave. This is the process that you'll repeat over and over again. Nova Master. Notice that I removed from play the 2 elemental heroes that I needed from the grave. There goes Electrum right there. Like I told you, I'm going to recycle him. I need to reuse him over and over. There goes Ptolemy, so you automatically know that the Shining is coming, because the Shining is coming! But seriously, though. Okay, so right there. So this guy is the second key component of this deck. Because you've already wasted 1 normal summon on summoning Obelisk, the Tormentor, Gem-Knight Serpahinite is actually going to be the guy that allows you to perform extra normal summons. His fusion requirements are Gem-Knight monster and a light monster. So the light monster that you'll be using is Constellar Ptolemy. So when Elemental Hero Shining hits the field the second time, you're actually not going to summon Vision Hero Adoration with his effect. You're going to summon Gem-Knight Serpahinite. So this is where things get a little crazy, but you'll see my process in the end. And the Gem-Knight monster that you're going to use, actually I have a Gem-Knight Sapphire monster. He's a normal monster with 0 attack, 2100 defense. He's in my deck. I didn't show him. But that's essentially what happens. And then I'll be able to summon Vision Hero Adoration, because Ptolemy just put both guys in the grave, so I can remove from play both of them for Vision Hero Adoration, and then summon, well actually I summon Electrum first. But yeah, so essentially I can actually go into the Carbonalas, go into Lavalval Chain, then I can sack Lavalval Chain after I send Horakhty to the grave, of course. Perform that extra normal summon right there, bam, and then start recycling shit from the grave to summon all the rest of the shit that I need. So notice that I've got a Gaia on the field, and I've got a Gaia in the grave. I need to put that, or in the remove from play pile, I need to put that Gaia back into my extra deck somehow. So I have to summon Electrum right now and put that Gaia into the extra deck. Notice I was going to run out of monster zone spaces if I didn't use Elemental Escu and Elemental Hero Electrum as the fusion materials for both Gaias. So now I can summon Vision Hero or Gem-Knight Serpahinite, and then I can summon Vision Hero Adoration, and then Electrum, and he will be my third sacrifice, summoning the Winged Dragon of Ra. Then you just tribute all three of the Egyptian gods, summon Horakhty, bam, that's game. Wasn't that fun? So yeah, pretty much that's it. I hope that this actually helped you guys, and I will talk to y'all in the future. So thanks for watching, and goodbye. Turns out I actually have another video. I did not freaking realize this, of a Horakhty gameplay. So first, as you can see right now, for some reason we have 14,000 life points. But yeah, it's a double duel, and I'm actually playing with my friend. I have green hair. And so eventually it'll switch over to my turn. And I don't know if I win on my first turn with Horakhty, but I'm going to show you another example of playing with my Horakhty deck. This time I've actually got Magical Mallet in the deck. So you can sort of see how I try to put stuff back so I can try to get, you know, the stuff that I actually want. But actually I do have a way to FTK with this deck, but it requires you having Fusion Material, or Chain Material, Fusion Gate, Bubbleman, and Bubble Illusion in your hand first turn, which I actually have done before, but unfortunately I got card destructed and everything. So yeah, oh, actually I don't FTK right here because, you know, Chain Material unfortunately is a trap card. So unless I have Bubble Illusion and the fitting requirements, then I won't be able to do that. So the reason why I wanted to show you this second duel is because, first of all, in the first duel you actually saw me walk you through the process. And there are multiple ways that you can perform the second and third, or sometimes even fourth rounds of collecting all of the Egyptian gods and then summoning them. There's different ways of doing it. It depends on if you've already got cards in the grave, what cards you have on the field, whether or not you already had enough tribute summon monster fodder materials to do it all. But essentially you're seeing the exact same process all over again. Lavalval Chain, then you know that NOWA Master is coming out. So I just really wanted to show you this, you know, just because this is an extra duel that I actually have. I don't have any other Horakhty duels because, to be honest, it's so hard to actually keep an opponent in the game while I'm doing this. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to blow on the mic. Because, like, this process used to take probably 10 minutes for me, and then I actually came up with, like, really good shortcuts that cut down the time in half to 5 minutes. But still, who in their right mind wants to watch their opponent do shit for 5 minutes? And actually, I think I tribute for Obelisk right here, but yeah, here we go. Remember to tribute summon ASAP. And then you're going to go through it all, bringing out the Gaias, and then going into... I mean, I've actually downed people, like their monsters, to, I think, like 1... Or maybe it wasn't 1. It was like 14 attack points, because those Elemental Hero Gaias, if there's a face-up monster that they can use their effect on, you have to select the target for them. So there goes Electrum again. Notice that Escu didn't come out this time. Vision Hero Adoration is the one that came out. That's because Escu was in your remove from play pile. But don't worry, you get rid of Escu by tributing there, so he's in the graveyard. But eventually you can remove from play Escu as one of the fusion materials for whatever elemental hero monster you want to bring out. So actually one of the Gaias I'm going to use Escu for. So don't worry, he does get recycled, so that way you can use him next turn. Oh, well, there he is right now. But, I mean, like, Okay, I don't... Honestly, I'm having a hard time paying attention to my own shit right now. But yeah, so now I've got all 3 Egyptian gods. So I just have to end this round right here. This is round 3 right here. And then go into round 4, which is sending Horakhty to the grave. That way I can pick it up with Constellar Ptolemy. So this is a really nice setup, the way how Seraphi is able to allow you the extra normal summon. I noticed that I've got 2 Gem-Knight Seraphis in my extra deck. Because when I summon the first one by banishing Gem-Knight Sapphire from my deck, the Gem-Knight Seraphi that ends up in my graveyard, I banish that one as the Gem-Knight fusion material monster for the next Gem-Knight Seraphi. So, yeah. Summon the, get rid of the Electrum so I can summon the other Gaia, bring out Ptolemy, bring Horakhty to my hand, and then just pretty much summon Horakhty because I've got all 3 of the things out. Bam, and that's game. So this actually is the end. I don't have any other games, or do I? Oh my gosh, I do still have one more. Are you freaking kidding me? How many games did I... Oh wow, I'm playing against Crystal Beasts. You know, I actually thought the Crystal Beasts were going to be pretty cool first time I watched GX and tried using them. They fucking suck, or at least they're hard to use anyway. Like, wow, he's got Malefic Cyber... Is that Malefic Cyber End? It looks like it. I don't know why it's in there. But yeah, it looks like a Malefic Cyber End. I can't tell. But yeah, there you go. The Karbonalas. Like, you have 2 sets of M Warriors. You've got M Warrior number 1 and M Warrior number 2 in your deck. And you've got 2 sets of those. Because you need them to summon Karbonala Warrior. But, like, the whole reason that you have him is because he's an easy level 4 to get out to go into Lavalval Chain. That's the only reason why he's in there, if you've noticed. But yeah, so this is round 1 for me, and I've already got 2 Egyptian gods in my hand. So you obviously during the 4th round you won't have to activate Lavalval Chain's effect. You can just straight use him as a fusion material for Nova Master. But yeah, so I've got the 2 cards that I need on the field right now. Yeah, so let's go through it again and be able to summon after I've used his effect to send probably Obelisk. Yeah, then just summon. Bam. There you go. Because I can banish Escu and Lavalval Chain to summon Nova Master, Nova Master and a Karbonala to summon Gaia, Electrum and another Karbonala to summon second Gaia, go into Constellar Ptolemy, bring Obelisk to my hand, then banish the Gaia that I just sent to the graveyard right there, and Ptolemy to bring out Elemental Hero the Shining, then bring out Vision Hero Adoration, then banish Vision Hero Adoration. Or actually, Escu's in the remove from play pile, so I can't summon him right now. But that's alright. So Electrum's going to recycle Escu. Yeah, there he is. So yeah. Then I can summon him right there. So that way I can put... Yeah, right there. Also, you can use Elemental Hero Prisma to summon Gem-Knight Seraphi as the required light material monster. So that's the reason why I have 2 Prismas in my deck, is because he is a light material that meets the requirements for Gem-Knight Seraphi. On YGO Pro, he's called Gem-Knight Seraphi. In real life, he's called Gem-Knight Serpahinite. So if you're wondering why I am interchanging, it's because of that. And Constellar Ptolemy, I'm pretty sure his name is pronounced Ptolemy because that was the way you pronounce the scientist. You know, the guy who thought that the universe or the solar system was geocentric. Pretty sure his name was pronounced Ptolemy. Anyway, so there you go. There's Obelisk, there's Horakhty, and that is game. That is the final game. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please, please put in the comments that you learned something from this. That would make me really happy. And thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.